Back to here last night.
Yeah, probably.
Probably seeing spots.
You know,
It's hard to wake up every morning and be as excellent like we do.
is that Jesus? Who's that talking, man?
That's the Biscuit.
If the spotlight's on you and you hit that ignore button,
Does the letters FO mean anything to you?
What's going on, mother truckers? We're chilling today. Rusty Moss. We got Braxton Hall. How you doing, sir?
All right, how you doing, bud?
Hanging out, man. So, we doing some trucking.
Oh yeah.
What the hell are we doing, man?
We're moving these farm tractors from Port of Brunswick down here to Okeechobee to the auction, Demont Auction Company.
Damn. You know, so I'm looking at this right here, Braxton.
Yes, sir.
How the hell these get on here? These don't even look like they got keys to them, man.
My man Rusty, I don't have a twit card or anything, so I just drive the truck. He does the loading and chaining for me, man.
Wait up. Rusty, let's keep it real here, man. You the owner of the company and you the one actually loading?
Yeah, I kind of got screwed on that one.
I want to keep it real. Most of these owners, man, are kind of lazy, man. So, how the hell did you get screwed?
My man didn't have a twit card and it's $150 to get him in there, so maybe I'm a tightwad. I just soon went ahead and done it.
What he didn't tell you is he does have a trick card.
Yeah.
He just didn't want to do it, right?
That's it, man. That's it.
Hey, that's what's up. No, let's walk around with it. Show us what you guys have going on.
Well, we got 3 up on this one. We had to swap up. We brought a corn chopper down yesterday, so I got stuck with my RGN. I had to kind of make do with what I had. I had to get 3 on it, so I had to kind of pop it open just a little bit, make everything if it fits, it ships, you know, and kind of work with what we had. But
Man, what kind of truck is this right here?
that's my man.
Braxton, what the hell you got, man? What are you driving?
Got a 379, man, 99 model, you know, older model truck. Still running paper logs and all that. Big 12.7 Detroit under the hood there. You know, 60
Detroit?
series. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, oh man. It's almost like that matte black color too.
Yeah, what's left of the color, man? I need to get a new paint job and all that, you know. So,
Hey,
it's a work in progress.
100% matte
It's a
black.
work in progress, man, you know. Doing a little bit here and a little bit there, you know, trying to get it to where I want it, you know.
Man, I think it looks beautiful, brother.
Man, I appreciate it. I really
Man,
do.
I really do, man.
You know. But
Hell yeah.
yeah, I'm a contractor for Rusty. He keeps me busy and stuff like that, man. Real good fella to work for, you know. Maybe one day I'll make it to the top like him.
Hey, okay. So Rusty's over here. I mean, we can tell the truth now. I mean, is he really a good, boss to work for?
Oh
or-
yeah, man, absolutely, man, absolutely.
Tell me something he's done for you that you think no other boss would do. He's not looking. He ain't watching. Turn around, Rusty. Turn around, man.
He don't do nothing. He don't ask you to do nothing that he wouldn't do himself, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, like I, all jokes aside, the man took my truck in, loaded it up, stuff like that, showing me the ropes. A lot of people don't show you the ropes of the business because they don't want you to succeed, you know. But Rusty wants everybody to succeed, you know, showing them how the things go and stuff like that, you know, different parts. He's got his hands tied up and everything, man.
Man, oh man, you know what? You gotta pay this man his $20 later. That's all I got. No, I appreciate that. Hey, no, but I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of owners out here that they don't want to do shit, bro.
Right.
That's the damn truth. They make a driver do things. They say they would do it, but they ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
And so that's awesome, man. I'm glad that you think great about him. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Hell of a friend, man.
We ain't playing around over here, huh?
Probably got a little tension on the suspension, but we ain't gonna leave that out. Probably had to, you could tell back there when we walked up, had to pop pop it open just a little bit, make everything fit. Kind of like U.S. mail if it fits, it ships.
Things like that, like a trick to get, you know, that front wheel going up like it's popping a wheel. You know what I'm saying?
I guess you gotta be, well, I've been around farmer tractors my whole life, so I know what they can and can't do, you know, like construction equipment. If it had a bucket on it, I could pick itself up on there, you know. You just learn tricks of the trade as you go. I mean, I probably moved a few thousand of these, so, you know, it's just, it starts to become second nature. After you start picking up the first one, then it gets easier. One after the other. And then, you know, you get stuck down here with, I needed a step deck for this load, but I needed RGN for the one on the back. So I had to make do what I had without having to make another 300-mile run for one tractor, you know.
But do you think you're at the point you feel like you're ready? You'd rather have somebody, even 1 year experience, who just has the right attitude, the right will to learn, like, you know what I mean? You're not looking so much for the experience, you're looking more for the right guy.
Well, my insurance requires me to have 2 years, so you know, as long as you have your out license, clean record for 2 years, we can help you. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm still a small outfit. You know, they're matter of fact, they're cracking down on any kind of, you know, scores and everything. They're looking for a reason to, you know, not me to hire some people. So it makes it even harder, even with the unemployment the way it is.
Oh, got it. No,
the way people, you know, coming in.
And if you don't know who this guy is right here, my guy Miguel Cruz, man, with the Pete Store.
Oh, sure.
But, you know, all I gotta say is he's my
What's up,
bodyguard.
mother truckers? What's up, mother truckers?
You know, he's my bodyguard too. I don't know if you guys know, but I actually trained him. That's why his arms are big. You want to get at the level, you know.
That's right. That's right. That's
That's
right.
if you load the furniture then.
Right?
Yeah.
So how did you get this big ass stretched out truck anywhere, man? What type of truck is this?
It's a Peterbilt 379, 2000 model with a 99 cat motor in it.
Damn, brother.
305. And that was a 53-foot trailer, and we probably just made it about a 60-foot trailer, so make everything fit. But used to be just put a new visor on the other day at the truck show. Just out here working it, man. Just built it about 3 years ago.
Having too much fun.
We're good? Sometimes still a 20-year-old truck, man.
Shut like a man.
Make it out.
A little bit longer than a bed bugger, huh?
I'll tell you, brother.
Martin County area.
We're not going on the turnpike, Cruz. We don't have to worry about all that.
Yeah, I heard that. So if you mother truckers don't remember, man, me, Rusty, and the kids, we did a part 1 at the Semi Crazy Truck Show. Today we are blessed enough to hang out with them today. We're doing some step deck heavy hauling, right?
Yeah, man. Get a little ways down south from where we was at, though, down in the flatlands. Hot Sunday, summer, hot. Well, that's all Okeechobee. We're almost in Okeechobee. Got off Highway 70 down here, just left the Loves.
You know, tell us a little bit, you know, like myself, I'm a bed bugger, you know. Tell us a little bit about the flatbed world. Tell us a little bit about where you see the industry going with what you're doing, you know?
Yeah, as far as like this equipment stuff, heavy haul, any kind of equipment, it's apparently nobody's getting into it much. Everybody wants to get into it, but nobody's got anybody to show them out or willing to learn, I guess you could say. It's definitely something that needs to be. I think some of it, you know, should be almost taught as a almost an endorsement on your license, you know, so to speak. You know, you got to have an endorsement for a tanker. You got to have an endorsement and all that. But you can load a 100,000-pound bulldozer and take off there right after class, you know. Yeah, I don't know, you know, where the industries went, leaving that behind. But there, you know, there's very little places showing these guys how to do this stuff and do it right without, you know, hurting themselves or damaging the machinery. Because I mean, a lot of it, you got to be part operator, you got to be part mechanic, you got to be, you got to know how to operate your equipment, what it's capable of doing, what the axles can hold, how to get your weight where you need it, and all that. I mean, it's a whole conundrum of everything you've got to kind of, you know, learn how to do. You know, not only just get it on the trailer and drive it down the road. I mean, that's the very small part of it. So,
I agree. You know, it's one of those things, brother, where everyone that wants to get into the flatbed world, what's the best advice you have for them, man?
Well, probably, you know, you start out, you know, like I hate to say it, some of the bigger companies, you know, they've got programs, guys, a lot more trainers. They put you with a driver trainer to ride around with you for a while. You know, they can hire you probably right out of school. Show you how to, you know, maybe start out hauling a load of lumber, hauling this, hauling that. I mean, I pretty much had to learn by the seat of my pants, you know, just working around farm equipment, whatever. And it was just like a lot of, well, that worked. Well, that didn't work. You know, you start feeling like, you know, I think I still get a rush from going and getting things that I think can't be got. You know, it's like, man, how am I gonna get this to work? How am I gonna get that on? You know, that's where I'm at it. I still, you know, I've been doing it a long time, and now I still get a rush of getting there and say, by God, I'm not leaving this on this dang trailer, you know.
Yeah, I was so impressed when I saw the way you pop a wheelie on that.
Actually, I drove it up on there. I had to wiggle my ramps out of there, and had to get the guy at the port to come over there and ease it up with the forklift, get my ramps back out. But it worked out.
What was the craziest thing you ever loaded, brother?
I think probably a bulldozer right in a cutover with a blown motor. Had to rent a guy's horse to get that thing out of there.
Wait up. You had to rent a guy's horse?
Yeah, it was so far back in the woods, I had to rent a guy's horse and, to get my tools to it, to get it where I could get it running enough to get it to the truck. So,
how do you even know how much to pay the guy? What'd you start at? Hey man, would you take $100?
Well, I was out in Louisiana, matter of fact, Tullis, Louisiana, and I was riding down this dirt road trying to look for this piece they'd sent me out, God knows where, out in the middle of the woods. And the guy on horseback rides up to me. I was like, hey man, you know, have any idea what this is at? He's like, oh yeah, I'll let you know. So he took me out there. He's like, yeah, I'll just go ahead and show you where the other truck's turned around and you can go ahead and leave. I said, Nah, I said, they told me a lot of guys done been down here to get it. I said, how far back is he? He said, hop on the horse. I said, huh? He said just try to hop on here or something. I said, oh. We went down through there and I just walked behind him. It's a good little piece back in there. And he said, I looked at it, figured I could get it running enough to get it on the truck. And, I said, hey bud, how about you rent your horse today? And, he's like, man, if you just buy a couple sacks of feed, we'll call it a day. I said, you have him where he's saddled up and where he can haul. I got it to haul, kind of pack my tools in and out, drag batteries, whatever I needed, oil, things like that in and out. Ended up, I think it was, had to tie the horse to the back of the dozer, bring him out of there when I finally got it out, loaded it up. That's probably been one of the most craziest situations I've been in.
You know what part I'm thinking about right now, Rusty?
What's that?
You in back of that horse hugging that man.
Nah, that horse been sway back, but I got only too bad my big butt. So,
Oh man. So in the heavy haul, in the step deck industry, it seems like you got to be a problem solver.
yeah, basically, I mean, not always. I mean, there's a lot of guys out here hauling brand new stuff all the time. Naturally, I don't have brand new things, but you know, like I said, you gotta have a niche market. You gotta have a product. You gotta be able to be different from the next guy. If you don't have a ledge. They can, you know, they can say, well, we don't need you. We can get so and so to haul it, or you know, we can get the next guy to haul it. And you know, I got one customer. You know, I know all of their machinery. We know exactly. We've made a thing where, you know, you pretty much know exactly what we need to haul it. We back it on, we pop this tire off, we put it on this blocks. You know, I built little jigs and things to speed things up. You know, where we used to have to use a crane on some things, we don't have to anymore. And
Take whatever calls you gotta take.
we'll catch up here in a little bit. I get about 70 calls a day, it seems like, anymore.
I tell you, man, you know, you are a very rare man these days. You know, you're a business owner. You know, you got a fleet of 15 semi trucks, and you're dispatching from your truck. You're training guys, and you're teaching them how to load step decks, and you know, was that always in you? Did you always like helping people out that way?
Oh yeah, I mean, that's, you know, if God give you a gift to do anything, you try to give back. He didn't have to give you a talent to do anything. You could have been, you know, if you're the best sweeper, you know, if you're gonna, I guess my parents pushed me to be, if you was gonna be a ditch digger, you better be the best one in town where everybody, if they did ditch dug, you better call you, because, you know, if not, you're gonna be out of work. That's, you know, I just kind of try to want to be the best I can at what I do. And like I say, you know, like I told you before, just, you know, people give me a chance to prove myself, try my dangest not to ever let them down, you know. And that's been one of my biggest, you know, deals is, you know, you don't want to let your customer down, you also do, you want to let your family down, you know, and especially employees, you know, I think that stresses me out more than anything, making sure I got work for them every week, you know. You know, you're just thinking about yourself all the time. So, you ought to call Mike. Yeah, it's not always, you know, you just out here with yourself as owner. Yeah, if you buy, you know, you just got one truck.
My bad, boy, you got work on that.
And you know, it's a lot different. You know, I got to think like Braxton's following us right here. You know, he most time pulls a reefer for us, hauling potatoes, and I needed him to come over here because I was kind of short-handed. I said, come on. I said, you can pull that step deck. I'll handle the rest. And I started showing him how, and he wanted to, you know, help me a little bit more in the winter when the potatoes a little bit slower and things. And I'll bring him down here, and eventually I'll work him around to that point. We've got, like I say, we got this side of the business, got the potatoes, we got, you know, we got the live floors. I like to keep everybody where they, you know, they're only not doing one thing. You know, I can make them be able to do other things, you got something to do.
What'd you say, Biscuit? I was saying Mike was wanting you to get in on the group chat.
Oh, what's up?
That's why he was calling you. Mike was trying to call you to get you on the telephone on the group.
Damn, fool. Can't carry on 3 conversations at one time.
Dear Lord.
See it, being a flatbedder ain't a clean job either. Chain marks all over everything else. So, better pack extra clothes. Come back through here last night.
Yeah, probably.
Probably seeing spots.
You know,
It's hard to wake up every morning, be as excellent like we do.
is that Jesus? Who's that talking, man?
That's the Biscuit. We call him that, and he eats them too. Shake your bait. And you got to shake it before you bake it. Must done all this wind down there, and it must done had the chip trucks out.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, we burned the heck out of some fuel coming down there. Now, take a look at that old fuel gauge. It's done dropped pretty good since we left up there.
Yeah, it's tough on that wind all the way across through there.
Let's hope I can make it that marathon down here when we get that much cheaper fuel. Still running with Freeway Freddy.
Yeah, still got the freeway ready up here.
You heard from Big Easy ever since that wreck?
Yeah, I got, he's got Big Easy, Mike, all of them on the phone.
Damn boat.
If the spotlight's on you and you hit that ignore button.
Does the letters FO mean anything to you? Brandon?
Was that horse? Was that horse right there?
I was just messing with you.
That's the horse. That's the horse.
So we're in Florida. I think that horse is dead and gone. That's been almost 14 years ago, probably.
I heard that, man.
Probably about the first few loads I pulled on this truck, to be honest with you.
You know, tell me this, you know, with 20 plus years experience, man, would you do it all over again, man?
Yeah, I would have changed it. I'd change a few things. I'd try to, you know, some of the harder times I don't think I'd want to do, but it makes you learn from them, you know. So, yeah, I mean, like I say, you know, you live and learn with everything. You say you do it over, but in life you don't have a do-over. Yeah, do the best what you can. First time you do it, you better do it right or best you can. So, I mean, I probably wouldn't do it over. I mean, I'd do it over, but I wouldn't change much. I don't think because you know, I guess scars is what make you. You know, so you'll either get tough or you'll lay down and quit. You know, I think you don't have a little change every once in a while to keep you livened up, you'll get lazy. You know, so yeah, you gotta keep getting with it. So.
Have you found out just being honest is extremely important?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, it takes a very smart man to lie a lot. and keep up with your lies. So I'm not that smart. So I just go ahead and tell you what it is, whether you like it or not. You may not like it. It's like, okay. But no, I mean, like, you know, if times I've worked for people in the past, you mess up something, go ahead and tell them, say, hey man, I messed up. I backed over this post, or backed over this mailbox, or hit this, or hit that. You're gonna do it. You stay out here long enough. If I told you I was out here driving, I ain't hit anything, I'd be lying to you. I mean, you're gonna mess up, you're gonna hit stuff, you're gonna damage a piece of equipment, you're gonna do that. But when you do, hey man, I messed up. What we need to do to make it right? How you want me to go about this? And 90% of the time, it's not near as bad. They might fire you. I don't know. Can't promise you anything on that, but it's always gonna come out better with, you know, the truth. I had one of my good customers that kind of one of my guys that helped me with a big building block in my company. To be honest with you, give me a start and doing a lot of this. Eugene Nichols, he told me one time, there's a thing, he said, you can either take the low road in business or you can take the high road, whichever one you want to do. He said, high road's a little rough, but it's, you know, the rewards is a lot better at the end. Low road, you ain't gonna last long, but it's easy. That's greater gain quick. You're gonna fall off and you're not gonna have it long. And you know which one you need to take. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. And yeah, me and him, he was the guy I told you in the first interview. I gave a post-it note to. I wrote it on a piece of paper and handed it to him. He called me, didn't know. And about my 6th run to Pittsburgh or Darlington, Pennsylvania, he said, I really don't know where you come from, but I figured out one thing, you'll run. And I was like, yeah, I got to. I got bills to pay. These bills are still coming in. I got to get going, man. And me and him's been like real close friends ever since. And I actually worked for him for a little while. My trucking was slow, so let me pay attention to this curve here. It's kind of a tight gate. Biscuit, I got that gate right there. Last one off.
What's the most important tip, brother, when it comes to strapping things down?
Pretty much want to make sure you got all 4 corners. But if you look up on a lot of things, I guess a 5/16 chain. Actually, at that point, went the frame of the trailer And we literally made 2 chains out of that one chain by using 2 binders. 4 points contact on this action machine. As you can tell, I don't know, all used machinery, you got oil and everything else. I had a machine puke oil all in my trailer the other day, so that's why I don't keep my floor exactly nice, because you're dragging dead crap on, all that. It's due for a new one. This is gonna get one here in a couple of weeks. I haven't had time to shut it down long enough to do it. And I mean, you know, every load's different. You don't have the same anchor points and all that every time. It's every machine's different. Every make and model, you know. I mean, somebody can tell you what you're hauling, and I picked up the same model machine, it'll be totally different every time, you know. But pretty much the same principles about right. You know, you just make sure wherever your tie down points are, you're not going to damage anything, and get you a good anchor welder, whatever you're hauling to. Get and take this front end of this thing up.
Booty shot.
hydraulic oil.
Rusty. Does this happen sometimes? The farm equipment doesn't
Oh
work?
yeah, oh yeah, more than you know. I believe this one's just low on hydraulic oil. Steering won't hardly move either. So I had problems with it when we loaded it, so they won't.
Now when there's problems, do you have to make remarks on your paperwork, or?
Yeah, I mean, most of the time my customer already knows that it's a mechanical issue like this. I mean, watch it back there. You gonna put it? Well, it'll be fine. You get it down here, it may label out, pick up, wrong, I don't know. Put these in here, they'll take pictures and log them, put them in line here shortly. They already probably on their way over here. Sales this weekend actually. Guy got almost 17. Alright, thanks for putting your keys up for you. There are your bags back up. Put my neck back up. Take my back over here. Put the neck back up. Everything here, somebody's gonna own it when it's sale day.
That's it?
That's it.
Another successful delivery.
I know, right?
Another successful delivery, absolutely.
Yeah, we just gotta pack up all these chains and ramps and all that, and we'll be on to the next. Yeah, I gotta close the trailer up. Make it a little easier.
Smile.
Keep lifting these things, I'm gonna look like him.
Is there anything that you want to leave the people with that want to get into this trucking industry?
Yeah, I mean, you know, come out here with a little bit of, you know, experience. You know, just don't. We got a lot of people that's not coming in with the right insurance, the right equipment, the right know-how, everything in this drive. They'll come in and drive the rates down on us guys that's been in business for years. I mean, you know, they'll come in, you know, oh, I got a trailer, I can pack it on there. That's where you see these guys knocking down bridges. So you see these guys flipping trucks. They got them loaded wrong. Everything running down the rates. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, at how it is right now. Years ago, we had some guys come in at Ritchie Brothers, and that's why they're, you know, they take your license and make sure you're valid and validate your company now, because there was guys coming down there getting paid cash, run stuff toward Miami and stuff, and they was leaving stuff on the side of the road down in the glades down here because they was getting paid cash. They'd go back, drop your equipment. You think your equipment's at the port? Nah. You know, just validate anybody you use. You know, check them out. Because and make sure, you know, when you come out here you got the right stuff to work with. You know, ask somebody. If you don't know how to tie something down, walk over and ask a guy. If you had a place like this, I've had to walk up and ask the man, hey, how'd you tie it? Have you ever hauled one of these? How'd you tie it down? I still have to do that to this day sometimes, you know, but yeah, I have to figure stuff out on the fly. But yeah, I mean, don't be afraid to ask if you ain't got it. That's about all I can add to it. What's it? Throw these dirty gloves back in. Yeah, I lost my gloves. I just stole his gloves.
Man, who you want to shout out, brother?
I want to shout out to my two kids, Caleb and Charlie Hall, man. Love you guys.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. They're gonna be proud to see their dad, man, and what he does, man.
Thank you, buddy.
I love it. I love it. might not know, but you know, to make these videos happen, man, we got Miguel Cruz from the Pete store. You know, he's out here right now. He's driving the 4Runner to get the second view while I jump in the truck. So, you know, this is the behind the scenes, you know what I mean?
What's up, mother truckers?
Hey, man, that's what we do to get you guys, man.
My show, we gotta do it.
That's what we do to get you quality content, man. Let's go.